It's a journey that starts here, with glass bottles in the recycling bin. They go to the recycling plant, where materials are sorted and separated. The glass is then crushed, washed with recycled water and turned into glass sand, ready to be used in construction or infrastructure projects.
You're taking a waste stream, washing it, cleaning it and turning it into a reusable product, which is actually saving finite natural resources like sand from the beaches.
This Suez glass facility is 50% funded by the New South Wales Environmental Protection Authority. It's the kind of project the federal government wants to encourage, and there was $190 million worth of encouragement in this year's budget.
That's a fund which leverages state funding as well as industry funding so that we can start to ensure that every state and territory around Australia has the infrastructure, the recycling facilities that we need.
The fact that government's put its money on the table, and it's actually required the states to as well, it means that industry kind of de-risks the investment because it knows government's with us doing it.
The aim is to divert over 10 million tonnes of waste from landfill and create 10,000 new jobs.
The industry's welcomed the federal government's involvement and funding to turn waste into new products. But some remain concerned about finding enough buyers for those products.
Australian company Downer buys the recycled glass sand from Suez and uses it in asphalt for road surfacing. But Justin Frank wants the government to step up its role in stimulating demand as well.
The government can actually use their own procurement practices to create incentive for more recycled content in their own infrastructure projects.
Trevor Evans says an updated procurement policy for government departments and agencies will be finished in coming weeks. But the waste industry's peak body wants mandates for companies to use recycled materials. Taking packaging as an example, there are targets administered by the Australian Packaging Covenant Organisation. One is for an average of 50% recycled content in packaging by 2025. But there's currently a big gap across different packaging types. Plastic packaging has only 2% recycled content. In comparison, the UK is planning a tax on plastic packaging with less than 30% recycled content from 2022.
We need signals that say you must use Australian recycled content, and then we know that if we make that remanufactured pellet or that paper, it's going to be bought.
The thing about using mandatory procurement laws is that it can sometimes lead to quite perverse outcomes and potentially much higher costs if we're not careful.
The clock is ticking. From the 1st of January, a ban on exporting recyclable waste will be phased in. Australia will need to process its own recycling, and Justin Frank hopes the resulting products will remain on shore as well.
If that can happen, it becomes a really good circular economy story and moving Australia more towards that circular economy.
The contents of your recycling bin, looking for a new lease on life.